badasses. In the bottom right, we have our Zerg player, easily one of the best in the whole world. He is
웅진 스타즈 Soulkey.
And in the upper left, we have our Protoss player, the only one left here in the GSL Codas. He is
웅진 스타즈 SOS.
Yep. Well, we are down to that critical top 4, so to have one Protoss left only is okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's not unheard of.
Yeah.
I do love it though when we always have at least one of each race in the final 4.
Yeah. You know what? 2 Zergs, a Terran, and a Protoss. That's about as balanced as you can get.
That is literally as balanced as you can get, man.
Yeah. Well, the 2 Terrans, 1 Protoss, 1 Zerg.
A Terran, a Protoss, Zerg, and a Zelnaga.
Oh.
Yep. I don't know if you guys... we've been having a lot of audio interference today here. I guess I'm hearing the Korean commentators again. I don't know if you guys can hear what we're hearing.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not.
Or you're losing your minds.
Yes.
Like we are now. So, anyways, this is a very quick scout here by SOS. And he did put a pylon out front, so he's actually going for a forward fast expansion. And by scouting very quickly here, he can also prevent a hatchery first. And as we see, it is pool first when he sees that probe. So SOS not playing, the kind of stare that you might expect on this map in the current metagame.
All right, looks like the probe's going to come down here now and try to block. Now, SOS is pretty good at this. Partying, I got to say, probably the best I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah. Partying, definitely the best, I would say.
Nice defense there by Soulkey, really blocking out that probe.
Yeah, you got to bring 2 drones if you super want to stop that probe from blocking you forever.
Yeah.
And the thing is, if you do bring out 2 drones, they can pile on you and make you feel like you wasted some minerals, but then it's going to slow down either their Nexus or their Forge, and things can get a little bit gross. But
yeah, things can get a little hairy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Looks like the, what?
Things can get a little bit hairy. It's true. And you don't want them a little bit hairy.
That's a new way I describe things now. Here
all the way hairy or not hairy at all. Tasteless or tosis. One or the other.
Yeah,
nothing in between.
The tosis can't grow facial hair, man.
No, very little.
Well, you can do a mustache, right? Could you do like a Mario mustache?
No, I wish.
Really?
It looks really bad.
You only do like a porn director mustache?
If that.
If that.
If that. It's pretty bad. You've seen it. It's not any good.
Yeah, I've seen it. I'm just doing this radio style, like we're having just this candid conversation. I know all your secrets are toasted.
That's true.
Although that is a benefit in some ways to not be able to grow facial hair.
Is it?
I have to shave so much, man.
I do too. Because I still grow some, it just looks bad.
No, I'm sorry. I'm saying all the wrong things today.
Yeah, no, you're... this is embarrassing.
This is not good. Looks like we're going to have the third base finishing up here pretty soon for the Zerg. The Protoss, by the way, is... with the core's on the way here, so when that core's finished, we're going to know exactly what's going on. Until then, we can only speculate.
Mm-hmm. And we will speculate that it'll be a Stargate, because that is so the norm. But as far as Soulkey goes, completely standard on his end. We'll see what time he takes the gas at, if he wants a little bit quicker or older style.
Tell me if you agree with this. I feel like Soulkey is the ultimate reactionary player.
I might be able to agree with that.
Who do you think is more reactionary than him?
I'm trying to think of it.
I mean, for Zergs at least.
You might be right. You might be right. Like, a few names like jump into mind, but they're also players that impose their will upon their opponents. So, you might be right on that, Tasteless. I'm going to withhold judgment till the end of the series.
All right. Yeah. You let me know. Let me know if I passed your test.
I will do. All right, so very normal gas timings here from Soulkey, kind of old school, taking him after that 6-minute mark. We do have the Stargate on the way for SOS, very normal as well. Looks like this is going to be probably a very bread and butter Protoss versus Zerg. Good way to set the tone. Who's the better player here, Tasteless? We're going to find out.
Yeah, we're going to find out. By the way, these builds are really good to copy so far. I mean, obviously, anything you see in the Final Four of GSL Codas is going to be copy-worthy, but the way that they're playing is something so far that you can pull off pretty easily.
Yeah, it's
not anything abstract. It's very textbook.
Now, a Robo coming up right away here. So I was going to say, with that Void Ray, it could have been a Sky Toss opening, or it could have been possibly a Void Ray all-in, or just a Void Ray into Phoenixes, which is a little bit less common nowadays. But it could be the Void Ray into Phoenixes due to that Robo. We'll see. You know, a lot of people do like the Void Ray Colossus as well, of course.
Yeah, that's also very popular as well. Now that Overlord's going to get in there and get a little bit of scouting. There's not that much that the Zerg needed to scout so far. The real thing Zerg would like to know is about this Nexus over here at the third. Doesn't look like the Zerg knows about that just yet.
Yeah, he's about to find out, though.
Oh, the Ling's just now scouted.
And without speed being done, he's fine.
I love this build, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
I've messed with this a lot.
Oh, the exact Protoss build we're watching?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really strong one.
It's quite strong.
You know, the single Void Ray is really going to make them a little bit nervous about committing too heavily to Roaches without getting Hydras. And if you wait for Hydras, if you wait for Hydras as well, the Colossus is going to basically be out, which is going to make that harder. It's a very strong build that we're watching here. Very greedy one, but one that works out very well against a quick 3 hatchery.
All right, the gas is now being taken here. And yeah, I mean, you know, Protosses have been able to secure the third base so much more easily now in Heart of the Swarm than they ever were able to in Wings of Liberty.
Very much so.
Which pushes a lot of these games into these super macro phases. Look, it's not even been 10 minutes, and we already see the fourth base being taken here on the far right.
True that.
Serious macro game here.
Yeah, and the thing is, that's the right choice, because SOS has played this perfectly. He went with a Forge Expand, against which Soulkey countered by going 3 base, against which, because of the lack of gas, SOS countered with getting a really quick third. Everything is basically picture perfect on both sides, but now we have a lot of Lings and Hydras on the way. Looks like we're going to see some serious pressure coming out of Soulkey.
Yep. Looks like he might be committing here. He's pushed that creep out to a reasonable distance. He got that Overseer coming in here. They're going to get exactly what's going on. You know, with the 2 more Stargates coming down here, we're probably going to see mass Void Ray get cranked out.
Oh, for sure.
I said that like I was Elmer Fudd. I said
Void Way.
Void Way.
Where's those wascally Hydras?
Wascally Hydras. And Woaches.
Well, you know, he is going to have at least 1 Colossus out for this first push here. Thermalant's not quite done, and he only has 2 sentries, so this could be a little bit harder if he's out of position.
All right, now notice he can fit right behind that assimilator there. Now he wants to poke here with the Colossus. Then yeah, Force Field comes up, but not quite good enough. Not quite good enough.
A big miss there on the Force Fields, and a lot of Lings going into that main base. And in fact, everything comes up to try to hit this Colossus. Is he going to be able to get it?
This is a disaster right now. Now he's going to go ahead and go over here again to that expansion. Another Force Field comes up. He's doing great zoning here with those Hydras. The Ling's going to take out that cannon. I think the Nexus in the main. No, not taken out. Excuse me. More Hydras coming up over here. And he can slowly chip away at the entrance of the Protoss' base before those Void Rays become too strong. Oh, nice. Taking out that pylon.
Nice. Oh, he needed a tasteless pylon over there to keep that stuff powered. But yeah, this is a great job so far. These Hydras running back and forth. As you said, Tasteless zoning everything out, unpowering buildings as well. Thing is, now we do have this other Colossi out, so looks like it's time for SOS to stabilize.
He should stabilize, but as you can see here, it looks like Soulkey is going to continue to come in here and do damage. I think he's realized he's got a really good edge right now because he could, those 2 Stargates are not making. He can even hit that pylon again if he feels like it.
Taking a lot of damage on those Colossi, and these Hydras are going to take out the Forge. And there
they do. There it goes.
Almost not
wait for it.
And look at this. He's switching into a huge set of Mutalisks. 12 of them on the way right now.
I don't know, Artosis, if it's going to be possible for our Protoss player to recover here.
Well, he doesn't have a Forge at all. He does have 3 Stargates, so he can get Phoenixes, but the thing is, he's going to have no anti-air. These Mutas can come in, snipe the Colossus, and then what is he going to do?
This is what I'm talking about, where Soulkey is just so good.
Yeah, he finds 1 hole in your defense and suddenly you're dead. That's what we're seeing right here.
All right, I can only imagine the insane heart palpitation that SOS had when he saw all these Mutas coming in here.
That is right, and look at that. They are picking off the Void Rays. Now they're going to be going after these Colossus. Some Stalkers being warped in while the Colossus are microed against these Hydras and Lings.
GG.